After that day in the woods, Eli Barrett couldn't stop thinking about the watch. He kept it hidden in a shoebox under his bed, wrapped in an old sock so his mom wouldn't find it. But every night before he went to sleep, he'd take it out, just to look, just to feel the cool weight of it in his hand. And sometimes, to test it, it started small. He'd freeze time for just a few seconds, enough to snatch a falling glass before it hit the ground or grab the last donut at breakfast before his sister could. The feeling was addictive, like stepping outside the rules everyone else had to follow. He called it the freeze. It always lasted 10 minutes, no more. After that, time snapped back like a rubber band. If he tried to freeze it again too soon, the watch wouldn't respond. But when it worked, he felt like the only real person in the world. Eli started using the freeze at school. When he forgot his homework, he'd freeze time, run to his locker, and return before the teacher even noticed. When a test question stumped him, he'd stroll down the empty, frozen hallways to the library, find the answer, and return to his desk like nothing had happened. The more he used it, the easier it became. Like the watch wanted to help him. But then things started to change. One afternoon during a freeze, Eli was crossing the street on his way home when he heard something. A whisper, not a sound exactly. More like a feeling that brushed against the inside of his skull. Words that didn't quite make sense, like echoes from a dream. He sees you. Eli spun around. The street was frozen in mid-motion. Cars stalled mid-turn, a pigeon flapping above a lamppost with wings like stone. Nothing moved, no one was there. He told himself it was just his imagination. But the next time it happened, there was no denying it. He was in the school hallway during a freeze, just walking, listening to the silence, when he saw him. A man in a black suit standing at the end of the hallway, perfectly still, perfectly sharp. Like he wasn't frozen, like he didn't belong in the freeze. He was tall, too tall, and his skin was pale as wax. His face was expressionless except for a thin-lipped smile that never moved. And he was staring straight at Eli. Eli blinked. The man was gone. No footsteps, no sound. Just vanished. When time resumed, Eli stood frozen in place while the rest of the world moved on. The bell rang. Kids jostled past him. No one noticed how pale he was or how tightly he gripped the watch in his pocket. That night, Eli stared at the ceiling, the ticking of the watch echoing in his ears. But it wasn't ticking fast. It was slow, too slow. Like a heartbeat that didn't belong to him. He thought about the whisper, about the man, about the warning etched inside the watch. Use with care. Eli was beginning to understand. This wasn't a gift, it was a test. Or maybe a trap.